So, has anyone ever told you about the power of family?
Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Well, hey folks, it's your old pal King Waspinator.
And it's your old pal, Mrs. Queen Waspinator.
And welcome back to Total Party Skills. We just got done watching episode 4 of season 3 of Picard, and this was a very frustrating episode. I'll go ahead and caveat ahead of time and say that it still leaps and bounds better than anything else that CBS All Access has produced since they started making Discovery and Picard and even Strange New Worlds, but this was easily the most Discovery episode. I think this episode had an honest-to-God plot hole in it. Not just, throwing the term around as it gets thrown around too much, but there's this whole contrived thing where the Shrike, instead of just immediately attacking the Titan like it should after it disabled it, instead they turn around, fly out of the nebula, and then get orders to fly right back in the nebula and do what they should have just naturally went ahead and done from the get-go. But by turning around and going outside the nebula, it gave the crew of the Titan 4 hours or so of slow, dragging scenery and lots of dialogue. Other than that, I found this just a very frustrating, slow drag of an episode.
I don't need the power of family crammed down my throat for an hour, is basically how I felt about that episode. It was slow, and there was a lot of interpersonal drama that I could have done without. I get it. We all get it. Move the story along, have something interesting happen. Not the same stuff we already kind of know that these people are going through. It also seemed kind of disjointed for some reason. Like there would be really just insanely slow parts where you're like, how was this only 2 minutes? It was 10 minutes long. And then they would have some kind of action-y sequences, and then it would just slog right up again. Like, oh, how did we get stuck in the sand again? It never went back to the Rafi plotline at all, which definitely would have helped if there was anything going on there. Yeah, and I the very ending, kind of setting up the kid's character further, also did not like that. Not appealing to me. Hey, can we do a 5 years ago? In the whatever was going on in the Shrike with her hand and the demon thing, and that was what the hell was that? The Changeling plotline was fun. It was more fun and interesting than the rest of the plotline.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that the hand thing means Vedic was a changeling, I'm guessing, but I have no idea. They make the changelings look a lot more meaty and less so much like kind of amber CGI goo like they did in Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
But like I mean, it's been 20 years. I guess they could have come up with some sort of new technology so they can use their part of their changeling body to communicate. But
communicate with who? So we think that the Shrike Hand ties in with the changeling plot.
Yeah.
So, but if they're trying to find Jack, mm-hmm. Why was the changeling already on the ship before Jack got on the ship?
Yeah, that's a good point. Why not just have the changeling that was already on the Titan intercept Jack? This whole thing's confused, and like I said, I think there was a legitimate plot hole in this. God, did anything else happen? There was those terrible 10 forward scenes. I feel sorry for any of the old timers who started watching this series in this season without having watched the first two seasons to have seen the stupid idea that they had that Guinan had a bar on on Earth in San Francisco on Forward Street, address 10, instead of just 10 forward on the Enterprise, named because it was deck 10 at the fore section of the ship, as we had been told this whole time. And so anyone who is used to only that TNG version of 10 forward is watching this, and Picard goes into a holodeck and recreates 10 forward, and it looks like the bar from Cheers. Yeah, like I said, this is like easily the most Discovery episode of this season so far, and hopefully that's not an indication that stays this way. But God, it's only like 10 episodes. They really don't have time to waste on this kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, Shaw apparently is also bitter about Wolf 359. We've had that. So, yay. I guess until next time.
Stay waspinated. Wouldn't it be funny if Star Trek deteriorated into stories about how you should treat your friends like family, and if we all work together, we can survive anything? Or, I don't know, something.